Well, welcome back to the shop. This is the second edition of COVID-19 Shop Talk. Last fall, I got a new toy for the shop, the CNC Router. That's what you may be hearing running in the background, or you may see this little yellow thing bobbing around over my left shoulder. Well, the model that I bought is kind of a beginner or for novice, but man, this thing can do some real cool stuff. I cut out designs for Gail that she uses in Painting with a Purpose, the ministry that she has, and I also use it to engrave, and I'm definitely a novice when it comes to engraving. But you see, this CNC router operates off a computer language called G-code. The G-code is sent to the brain of the machine, better known as the controller. Then the controller takes that G-code and directs it to the proper motor. In turn, then the motors move the router around, forward, back, left, right, up, down, cutting away a portion of the wood and creating an image you see then on the screen of the computer. It's amazing to me. But I'll tell you one thing, it's even more amazing. This router moves in different directions to create an image while receiving its information from a single source. And that single source is the computer. The computer sends out that code, that message to the controller. The controller then directs that message to the proper area of the machine, causing that router to cut away and produce the desired image. Now, as Jesus followers, you and I are much like this machine. We look to a single source, which is Jesus Christ. The language we respond to is His Word that we read in the New Testament. The controller, the motors, and even the router are symbols of His Holy Spirit, directing that message to the proper area in our life that needs to be cut away to create in us the image of Jesus. And at the beginning of our life with Jesus, we look much like this little piece of wood here, kind of blank with no form. But as we continually look to that single source, Jesus, we continue to read in His Word, getting that message from Him, and allowing the Holy Spirit to take that message and direct it to areas of our life that needs to be cut away. We will eventually then look like this. Jesus. Jesus said in John chapter 15 and verse 5, I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. You see, as we stay connected to the source, Jesus, reading His message, allowing the Spirit to take that message and mold us into His image, then by us changing our lives, we are bearing fruit. And in the same passage, though, Jesus also tells us what happens if we are disconnected from that single source. Jesus finished that verse there when He said, apart from me, you can do nothing. Just like this CNC machine cannot produce any image unplugged from its source, like this, we cannot be created in His image unplugged from our source, Jesus Christ. Keep yourself plugged in during this COVID-19 lockdown, because that's where you're going to find your hope, your peace, and your purpose. Thanks for joining me in the shop today, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you next time.